I'm now gonna ask a question and I'm pretty sure you know the answer. And that question is, how do you transform a number from decimal to binary? Okay, I know for sure you checked that with Victor, but now we're gonna check it formally here. So, I'm gonna choose the number, I don't know, a 19. Okay, I like that number. And it's in decimal, so I can write a little 10 next to it. All numbers should have like the numeric system they're based on next to it, but we're just like not to write it, but formally we should do. Okay, so I'm gonna transform it into binary. That binary should have a little 2 or a little b. Both of them are valid. Okay, the one you want to choose, it's okay. So I get my 19. Here it is, and I need to divide it over 2. Okay, so I get my 19 over 2. If you remember your math tables, that's a 9, and the remainder is 1. Okay, so I'm going to write this one on the rightmost part. Okay, so there it is. It's cool enough. Now I'm going to change color for us to notice something here. This little number over here, I know you should know it by heart because Miss Lupita told it to you, but if you have forgotten, this thing is called a remainder. And this big number at the top has a nice name too, and it's called a quotient. Okay? Now, back from our parentheses, we have to keep dividing. Okay? So now I'm gonna use a nice blue, and I'm gonna get that quotient, I'm gonna write it down here, and I'm gonna divide it once again over 2. And there it is. Okay? That would be a 4, and the remainder would be 1. I'll write this 1 over here. I'm gonna change color once again to a nice green this time. And I'm gonna get now my 4, that was my last quotient, and I'm gonna divide it over 2. That, once again, Miss Lupita, and this is a 0. Once again, I need to change color once again. I'm gonna get an orange. Oh, it was lost. Oh, what happened? Oh, there it is. So I get my 2 over 2. The quotient is 1, the remaining 0, and I'm gonna write that one over here. And finally, I'm gonna use just the black color. I'm gonna write R1 over 2. The quotient is 0 and the remainder is 1. Okay? So you should remember that you should keep on doing this until the quotient is 0. Okay? So this is the way in which I turn a number from decimal to binary. Okay? Hey, but stop, let's stop. How do I turn that number into this binary thing into a decimal? That would be odd, isn't it? It should be nice for us to know how to turn it one into the other one. Okay? So for that, I'm gonna grab that same number that I had. I was 1 0 0 1 1 binary, and I'm gonna check that this number is actually 19. Okay, so I'm gonna write a little 10 there. So for me to do that, I need to write exactly the number that I have here. I'm gonna write it here at 1 0 0 1 and 1. Okay, next to it, I'm gonna write a table, a really nice table. That table should contain this thing: 2 to the 0, 2 to the 1, 2 to the 2, 2 to the 3, and 2 to the 4. Okay? If I had enough more numbers, I should write like as many numbers as I have here. Okay? Now we write in the next row of this thing, we should start writing what this 2 to the 0 is. So 2 to the 0, if we remember correctly, it's a 1. 2 to the 1, it's a 2. 2 to the 2, it's a 4. 2 to the 3, it's an 8. 2 to the 4th, it's a 16. Okay? Now, on the next line, we should start like multiplying. Basic stuff that we learn in basic school. Okay? So we multiply this, the first row, times the last row. And let me trace a line here. There you go. So 1 times 1, it's a 1. 1 times 2, it's a 2. 4 times 0, it's a 0. 8 times 0, it's a 0. And finally, 16 times 1, that's a 16. And we just add everything that we had there. And if Miss Lupita taught us well, this should be a big and glorious 19. So we checked that we actually could transform from decimal to binary and the other way around.